Coaster enthusiasts, you're gonna hate this video. If you do, please send the hate to the comment section and not the dislike button, please. You can go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you dislike the video, you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up, you know. Thank you guys for tuning in to Rob's Rides. This is Rob keeping it 100 with all things amusement. And if you're watching this, put your pitchfork down. I previously made a prelude video, please check it out. It was on how I rate my roller coasters. I know that was very loose and qualitative, but I apologize that experience is not an equation. Yeah, you guys should check that video out, just in case on this video or later I'll say things like life changer or kick ass or things like that. You'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. Most of these rides are life changers in my book. Let me start keeping it 100 on my favorite coasters that I rode as of January 2017. Number 5 is Superman the Ride, formerly Bizarro, at Six Flags New England in Agawam, Massachusetts. I need to re-ride this ride to have a better perspective. All I can remember is like this ride is very much like Millennium Force, but it's better. Indeed it is. My dumbass wore VR, making me a one-eyed cyclops. Waited for 2 hours in line in which somebody vomited, and I had to see that shit. I was stuck in some metal seat that was sweaty as hell. So when I rode it, I wasn't in the best mood, but I feel like if I rewrite it, that this ride probably will have a higher seat on my list. Number 4, Diamondback at Kings Island is a B&M hyper coaster, 230 feet high. I know this ride isn't all that in a bag of munchos. There's so much social and mental implications to this ride that I just had to rank it up very high. This ride came to me at a time of need. Not only was I broke as shit at this time, but this is when Son of Beast was having so many problems. I know Son of Beast was a turbulent bowl of inhuman demons. I know Son of Beast isn't the best ride or roller coaster, but this is all we had. What else? Fucking straightaway ass Beast. Fucking awkward head banging ass Vortex. Fucking nocturnal Italian food ass Flight of Fear. Fucking spare change losing 5-month pregnancy ass Firehawk. They brought in Diamondback, and I'm thinking this ride is going to be another typical attraction for Kings Island. You know, Kings Island, they usually sell me dreams, but then I get decentness. This one was different. When I went down that first drop, excuse me, I apologize. Let me clap for emphasis. When I went down that first drop, no, I ain't never felt a drop like that before. Never. Never. They don't make drops like that, nigga. This is the way that it starts off very steep, and then you just gradually get steeper and steeper and steeper. And for them to have a second hill that's just as good as the first, where'd they do that at? I fell in love, plus I have countless memories with the Diamondback. From ditching friends to losing iPods. And the theming works well without them having to put a lot of extra stuff. They better, because I was a little pissed at the way that Kings Island just drained that little pond. You just displaced those ducks' homes. I love them ducks, damn it. Yeah, Cedar Fair don't care about nature, obviously, as you see Mystic Timber just chunking more trees away. But you know what? They conserved some, so hand clap. You're trying your best. That back row is the reason. Peace. RMC hybrid twister layout coaster. I think this ride is very underrated. However, it's the only RMC I rode, so I can't really give too much of a thought on that. This ride may be a little bit lower on my list if I ride it again. I did notice it was kind of slow in areas and kind of just felt like it was just lingering on, and I kind of felt pain at the end of the ride. Even through that, this ride was still very fun. It's a great social coaster because it has so many like really tiny bumps, but they're so awkwardly tracked. They'll just hop you off your seat. You're getting so much airtime. You're just looking at the person beside you and you're just giggling because you can't do anything else. Literally just bumping. You're like, what the fuck just happened? However, I don't feel like it has the presence of an elite coaster. Ugh, it sounds like Thrill Central. I don't think it doesn't have that stoic presence such as Diamondback and whatever the fuck that I said, Superman. Superman has, like, there's a whole plaza basically dedicated towards these coasters. and as well as some other coasters that's in my top 10 list. This ride is kind of just pushed awkwardly into the corner of the park. I don't know. I just need to ride it again, but it was awesome. Number 2, Intimidator 305 at Kings Dominion. It is an Intamin Giga Coaster. Despite how stressful this ride is physically, I've never been this addicted to a roller coaster. This ride surprised me. Like, I was baffled. I was baffled and I was disoriented. Everything about this ride is exciting. Though I hate dead ends in parks, this kind of works as it feels like it's on its own plaza. The line has great views of surrounding coasters, including Volcano and Anaconda. It made me want to ride Anaconda. Who wants to do that? Oh my God, Lord Jesus. Start your engines out the station. The speedy ass cable lift. The steep drop that I wish Millennium Force would have had. The graying out. My graying out experience wasn't really gray. It was more like I just had like kind of eye squiggles, you know, like when you see the little squiggly lines in your eyes. It was kind of just like that. It was, I understand it's kind of like gray out, but it wasn't really. And I only rode it once in the day. The other multiple times I rode it was at night, so I couldn't tell. But I was in Oz and everybody else was still in Kansas. The airtime hills worked, and these S-curves, oh my God. Oh my God. They are a little bit too much though, I must admit that. And finally, number 1, Maverick, the Intamin Blitz coaster at Cedar Point. Do I really need to explain? This ride has everything but height. Literally checks every other standard on the checklist, and it does it outstandingly. The theming could have intensified, but you know what? I was blown away for a Cedar Fair ride. This ride just consistently blows me away. The night ride is just impeccable. Ride it. Ride it, I tell you. I hope you enjoyed this video. These are just my faves. If you rode any of these rides, or you know somebody that rode any of these rides, just please share this video to them. See if they would rank it as high as I do. Also comment below what your favorite coasters are. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. Ding. If you thought it was Brandon Vlogs, hit subscribe, and I'll come back with a new video Wednesday, bitch. I'm so awkward right now. Oh my gosh, you don't know. I almost died today. Don't drink, guys.